my goodness. You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? Do something a little different today. Let's do this. I'll do it. I'll just do it. I was gonna do something different. Hey, good morning to you. You know, I am gonna do something different. Bump that. I want to end this. I want to delete this. I'm going to do something a little bit different today. Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll get the first 10 minutes of this. That's what we'll do. All right, my beautiful people, man. Good morning to you, man. Thanks so much for joining us here. New Black Wall Street, man. We're going to be talking about, people to avoid on your get-rich-money journey. And so I wanted to, I just got a little bit of time. So I'll spend a little bit of time with you guys here this morning. And hopefully you'll be ready to rock and roll, man. Hey, I want to get this show on the road, man, because I got to get up, get out, and get something. And I know that you got stuff to do as well, man. It's a terrific Tuesday. It's New Black Wall Street, the Black Money and Power Show. You know what time it is. Mr. DJ. Let me see here. Hit the music.
The new Black Wall Street. Do it right, build wealth, live life, economic empowerment, real tips, insight on the new Black Wall Street. It's on the new Black Wall Street. He's your host.
Hey, all right, my beautiful people, man. Thanks so much for joining us here today on the New Black Wall Street as we present the Black Money and Power Show. And I'm your host, ERGJ, your certified financial educator, CEO of ERGJ Enterprises, ERGJ Black Bazaar, and international best-selling author of the book, The Black Billionaires Club. The Black Billionaires Club is a study of Black wealth. It's a study of the 12 richest Black people in the world today and how they built their wealth. And I just truly believe that if you want to be wealthy, that's a big if, by the way, but if you do, yeah, I recommend that you study wealthy people. Well, you can begin your study, right? You can begin that study by picking up that book. That's right, the Black Billionaires Club, by simply going to the website, www.theblackbillionairesclub.com, www.theblackbillionairesclub.com. You'll find that link in the description above or below. And you can pick that book up and get your study on and learn from the 12 that look like you. Learn from the 12 who's going through what you're going through. Learn from the 12 in their history. And then guess what? You can learn. Then you can apply, right? Get the knowledge first, apply the knowledge, then it becomes wisdom, and you can begin to live how they live. Well, my beautiful people, man, I am super excited to be here with you today. We're broadcasting live on Facebook and also YouTube, and then we'll have an IGTV premiere set up for you guys. And of course, you want to get the full episode on IG, just make sure you follow us on ERGJ Enterprise on YouTube or Facebook, and you'll be able to get the full episode of what we're going to talk about here today. And I know you must be wondering, well, what are we going to talk about today? I'm going to talk about today people to avoid on your get-rich journey. That's right, people to avoid on your get-rich journey. I was just thinking about this, today or this morning, and it kind of hit me and said, man, this is something that you need to talk to the people about because, we're guilty by association. And sometimes we just choose the wrong people to be around. And it's not that these people are bad or that they mean any harm. It's just that they might not be good for the journey that you're on. And so right now, I want you to think about people that you realize that if you have grown and you're matured and you're put away childish things, you're saying, man, I just can't hang around with these kind of people no more. And think about, those that you need to hang around. So we're going to talk about people to avoid. So I'm going to just share some that came to me. And you guys can share in the comments below, or you can leave it in the comments. People that you should avoid on your way to get rich journey. Well, obviously, the first one, right, to avoid, the first type of person you must avoid on your get rich journey, right, is the spendthrift. Now, we've been reading in a book on the New Black Wall Street Book Club, part of our Black Billionaires Club. We've been reading about the first six Black people to escape slavery and become millionaires. And in that book, we came across a lady named Mary Ellen Pleasant, who was one of the first. I think she's like the second Black person to become a millionaire in our history. And what they said was that when she went to this new town, she hung out with the rich folks, right? But they also said in this town that there were other people who were getting paid, but guess what they were doing? They were spendthrifts, and they would spend their check on prostitution. They'll spend their check on gambling. They'll spend their check on alcohol. And Mary Ellen Pleasant decided she wasn't going to hang around those people. She was going to be the person that invests her check. So people to avoid, I would say the number one person to avoid on your get rich journey, if you're serious about getting rich, you have to avoid people who only want to spend money. I also was informed about a story yesterday about a man and a woman who decided to get married, and the man was the breadwinner, and the wife was the spender, and she literally spent him into broke. Right, every time he get a check, she be spending it. Every time he get paid, she go on a cruise or go on a vacation or spend. And he was like, man, I want to keep my wife happy. You know, a happy wife is a happy life. Well, not so much. Not so much. Happy wife don't actually equal happy life, because now he was getting to a place of being broke, busted, and disgusted, and then they end up getting a divorce. So I would say your number one type of person to avoid on your get-rich journey, you must avoid the spendthrift. All they want to do is spend the money that you earn. Now, I would also say, as I look at this, I'd be like, man, if you ain't help me make it, you can't help me spend it. That's how I look at my life now. If you didn't help me earn it, don't expect to help me spend it. I can do a pretty good job of spending the money that I earn on my own, right? So spendthrifts, if you're serious about getting rich, I'm telling you, if you got to get around people who are serious about getting rich too. And one of those people that's not serious about getting rich is the spendthrift. Now, it doesn't mean that the spendthrift doesn't make money. It doesn't. See, it's not about how much money we make. It's about how much money we keep. So the spendthrift actually could be making a lot of money. But even though they make a lot of money, they still spend more money than they earn. And that is a recipe for financial disaster. So people to avoid, I would say, number one, who I avoid, and you guys, again, anybody that you can think of, the type of person that you must avoid on your journey to get rich, if you're serious about getting rich, if that's what you want to do. Everybody don't want to get rich, so I ain't talking to everybody. I'm talking to people who do want to get rich, who's serious about this thing. They realize I got to change my circle. Everybody put in console, change my circle. I got to change my circle. And I would say, number one, you got to get away from the spendthrifts, all right? Bad habits. They got bad spending habits, and they will bring you down into their habits if you let them. The second type of person who I avoid as I'm on my get-rich journey is the procrastinator. I simply avoid a procrastinator, right? Because to me, man, time is more valuable than money. And the procrastinator, in my opinion, is not serious about what it is that they say they want to do. Because if they were, they would do it. So the procrastinator, they may sound good, they may look good, they talk good. But when it comes down to executing on the things that they talk about, for some strange reason, they put it off, which tells me they're not super serious. Because the things that people are super serious about, they do. They don't wait, they don't delay, they go, right? So I hang around people who are go-getters, that's what they call it, or go-givers. That's the type of people I hang around. So if me and you are around each other and you're a procrastinator, you're not going to like my company, because I'm not going to sit there and procrastinate with you. I'm going to, boom, take off and leave you in the dust. And you can be over there procrastinating all by yourself. But yeah, baby, ERGJ, I got to go. I got stuff to do. I got people to see. I got money to make. I got things to accomplish. You can procrastinate all you want. ERGJ, got to go. And I will leave you in the dust. I absolutely will. No. Hey, you know what? If you don't have a problem procrastinating, I don't have a problem leaving you in your procrastination. I'm just saying, that's how I operate. I'm sorry if you don't like it. Too bad. See you when I see you. I'll catch you on the way back around. I got things to do. Why would you let other people stop you from accomplishing your goals because they don't want to accomplish theirs? Great question to ask this morning. Why would you allow other people who don't want to accomplish their goals stop you from accomplishing yours? Homie, don't play that. Where's my sock'em? Where's my rock'em sock'em this morning? Homie, don't play that, right? So, number one, I would say, again, if you want to get rich, if you're on a get-rich journey, I would say the first type of person that you must avoid is the spendthrift. Number two for me is actually of the procrastinator. Now, a lot of people procrastinate. Let's not be absurd. I mean, we understand it's a part of a lot of people's makeup. It just don't have to be a part of mine. I get up, I get out, and I go get something. While they still waiting to land or whatever it is they're doing, I'm out there getting it. So I don't hang around procrastinators. Matter of fact, you'll be very uncomfortable around me if you're procrastinating. You can wallow in your procrastination all you want. I just won't be sitting there wallowing with you. No shame, no harm. I still love you, but I got to go. All right? I got to go. So that was the top two that I thought about this morning. I said, man, the spendthrift has got to be on there. The procrastinator has got to be on there. And then I would call the next one, I would probably say, I avoid the cynic. The cynic. Now, this is the person who I would say, again, on Instagram TV, if you guys are with us, man, hey, you're going to miss the rest of this. I only got 10 minutes on IGTV, so you want to make sure that you follow us on Facebook, YouTube, ERGJ Enterprise. You want to get the rest of this and find out about other people that you can avoid. But I would like for you to put in the comments below some type of person that you think you should avoid if you plan to get rich. Again, you can follow us on Instagram and on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, ERGJ Enterprises. I hope to see you guys on IGTV in our inbox and talking to us and getting around other people who serious about getting rich. Okay. Now, so the cynic. Now, the cynic is the individual who always finds something wrong. I mean, you know, as good as things could be going, they are the devil's advocate. The devil's advocate, by the way. I just don't understand why we even use that terminology, but we do. I'm gonna play the devil's advocate this time. Really? Why? They always find the reason why it won't work. This is the cynic. They always can find the reason why it won't work. Now, they're never looking for reasons, the reasons why it will work, but they can always find reasons why it won't work. The cynic is also the person you can call them the pessimist. They just don't believe good things are going to happen. I mean, I don't know what's up with the cynic, but I'm telling you, I separate myself. Everybody put it down, so separate myself. I separate myself from the cynic. And these are just people to avoid on your get-rich journey. You must recognize these people. And you have to choose to, although you love them, although they might be a part of your family, although y'all might be rocking together forever, if you on the get-rich journey and they on the stay-broke journey, it's not a good mix. I'm just trying to tell you. I don't know. If you on the get-rich journey, they're on the stay-broke journey, that's not a good mix financially. And I mean, you don't hang out with them. You don't get ratchet with them every now and then. I'm just saying, just know that when you choose to do that, you're choosing to put yourself in position to probably spend a little bit more money than you think. You're also putting yourself in position to probably get asked to borrow the money that you're making. I mean, these are the people, I'm just saying. So the cynic is a person that I avoid. The cynic is the person I don't talk to. The cynic is the person I don't pick up the phone for. The cynic has I just really don't. I mean, it got to be an emergency for me. They got to be, really, really need something for me to actually entertain the cynic. Okay. The devil's advocate, the person who's always finding something wrong, the can't do person. Oh, we can't do that because we can't do this because they're not the can do people. They're the can't do people. I simply separate myself from the cynic. I don't have their voice in my ear. Right? Here's another person that I avoid on my get rich journey. Again, guys, you come up with some people, some types of people. You're like, yeah, this is one right here. We got to avoid this type of person. Go ahead and put that in the comments below. Like, no, who you think is some types of people that you should avoid? The other type of person that I would say, and I don't know the word for this, I would say the disingenuous person. Maybe that's the best way to say it. This is the person who means well, but they don't do well. They intend to, but they never do. They kind of procrastinate too. I guess you can kind of put them in that same, but this is the person who has great ideas, but they never execute. Now, I'm not saying totally separate yourself from that person, but I will say that they're useful, but they still get in the way. They're useful because they got good ideas sometimes. But the problem is their ideas turn into your work. The Think about that for a second. Their good ideas turn into your work. Now, I don't know if you're a go-getter, you're a high achiever, you got enough work from your own ideas. Now you're taking on somebody else's ideas and their work. So that's why this is probably the slickest of the type so far. This is the one that kind of creeps in. You're like, yeah, they're useful. Yeah, they got good ideas. But man, why do I seem like I'm always doing their work? Y'all watch out for that. That one is very tricky. That type of person, they just kind of slide up in there, but you end up doing all the work. How many guys been in a position where you got a good idea from somebody else? You're like, yeah, let's go do it. And then lo and behold, you find out let's go do it turns into you go do it. And then I'll join you at the end of the race. And then we'll celebrate together like we both ran. But no, I didn't run. I caught the bus down there while you was running the marathon. I caught the bus at the end when you told me it was there, and I showed up, and now we act like we got there together. So this person is this is a very sly, slick MFer. I mean, this mug here, they've been manipulating people for so long, they don't even know. Oh, you got to watch out for the manipulative people. Oh, you got to avoid the manipulation. Oh, yeah, that's one you got to avoid too. You got to avoid the manipulative people. That kind of falls into disingenuous. I mean, these people, oh, Lord. I mean, they got the gift of gab. They know how to talk good. They know how to make you feel good. They know the words to say to get you to do what they are some manipulative people. But they don't mean what they say. They don't mean what they say. And if you're not careful, you'll fall into the trap of believing manipulation. And really, honestly, that's on you. And the reason why I say that's on you is because if you haven't, your discernment hasn't developed, hasn't risen to the level where you can spot out by someone's actions. You don't pay attention to their actions, but you pay attention to their words. You haven't matured to the point where you notice how they act, not just what they say. That's a maturity thing. You see, children just listen to what people say. When you become an adult, you say, damn what you're saying. Let me watch what you're doing. And what you're doing, I don't necessarily agree, or I do agree with that. So this one here is kind of tricky because this requires some maturity. Say, yeah, I done heard it all before, right? That's the song. I heard it all before. I done heard it all before. I'm not really listening to what you're saying at this point, to what anyone is saying. I'm going to watch what people do, and I'm going to judge them based off of their actions, not just their words. That's very difficult for many people to do, but I'm telling you, it's important if you really are serious getting on the get rich journey and you understand that it's going to be contingent, right? My net worth will be contingent upon my network. And if my network is filled with spendthrifts, if my network is filled with manipulative people, if my network is filled with unreliable people, if my network is filled with devil's advocates, if my network is filled with people who don't want to get rich, they only want to stay broke, and my network is filled with those people, well, my network won't grow or rise, and I'll be in the same situation that they are in. So you got to ask yourself, where do you really want to be? And also ask yourself, well, am I hanging around the kind of people that can help me to get there? And if you're not, well, guess what? That's called opportunity. You got an opportunity to join this thing called the Black Billionaires Club. Now, again, you have an opportunity to do that. Now, will you take advantage of opportunity? That's on you. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know if you'll change. We don't know if you want something different. We don't know that. But the opportunity is there. And what I've learned is that even if the opportunity is there, and it's there for everybody won't take advantage of opportunity because everybody doesn't see it as an opportunity for them. So, again, what are some people that you're realizing as you mature, as you get older, as you develop, you're saying, I just can't hang around with these type of people no more. I can't hang around with these. I'm on a different journey. I mean, I used to be on the same journey that they were on. I used to hang out with them. I used to be in that same place. We used to like the same things, but I don't like those same things anymore. And I got to be okay with understanding that this is where I'm at and this is where I'm going. Yeah, everybody put it down, so I'm okay with that. That's one of the four of the most powerful words that I think that you can say or you can profess when it comes to your level up, your graduation, your promotion, your ascension is when you look at where you used to be. And of course, the people that you used to be around with, you got to simply say, I'm okay with that. And you got to keep moving forward. I'm telling you, these people, these types of people that you might have in your life, they are weighing you down. These type of people that you might have in your life, they're causing you not to go as high or as fast as you like to go. Another type of person who I avoid on my get rich journey are people who waste time. I'm gonna tell you, that's a big stickler for me. Because I understand that if you're a person that was willingly waste time, or you're always late, I'll put it that way. Waste time, always late. Now we call it colored people time. And guess what? Honestly, if we be honest, colored people, black folk who always are late, who don't respect time, they're the brokest people as far as net worth is concerned. Because we don't have a value of time. I get there when I get there. Guess what? You missed the opportunity because you was late. So, hey, keep on getting there when you get there. Keep on doing it on your time when you want to do it. But I'm just trying to tell you, when I see that, I'll be like, oh, y'all couldn't start on time. Y'all couldn't end on time. You don't respect my time. You put it on the agenda, but you didn't follow the agenda. I can't come back. Well, I can't. You can. I can't come back to your function. I can't come back to your event. I can't support you with my dollars because you don't respect my time. See, I was there on time. Matter of fact, I was there early. But then I had to stay late. And you see this all the time in the church. I don't even want to keep talking about it. But you see this all the time when black folk are involved. It seems like they can never start on time. They can never end on time. We're okay with that. I'm not okay with that, by the way. I'm not. And you won't get my dollars. You won't get my support if you can't. Don't put it on the agenda. Just don't even put it on the agenda. Just say, hey, we'll start when we start. We'll end when we're in. Don't even have an agenda if you're not going to start when you say you're going to start. If you're not going to end when you're going to say you're in. I'm telling you, many of us miss opportunities just because of that. There are people that might be in a room that's 100,000, that millionaires, billionaires, they could be in a room and they see, well, wait a second, y'all don't respect my time. I got stuff to do. You said you're gonna end at 6. I was gonna be somewhere at 6:30. Now I gotta push my 6:30 back. Now that might have cost me $1 million. I can't do that. Or I gotta feel like I'm leaving early, although I'm leaving on time and y'all still going. I gotta walk out in the middle of the sermon. That's kind of rude as shit. Y'all still here. It's 7 o'clock. We supposed to end at 6:30. So I'm just trying to tell you from a level of thinking when it comes to getting rich, I realize that people who do not respect time, or at least my time, you're really not going to respect my money. So I avoid people who waste time and can't be on time and always late. And I don't care what arena. If you're a business, you're supposed to open at 10. You open at 10:30. I get there at 10 and I got to wait on the doors to open. Guess what? You don't want my business. I'm not bringing it there no more. I might not even say nothing, but that's on you. You said you opened at 10, but you're not here till 10:30. You got customers outside waiting to get in the door to do business with you because they wanted to be the first ones in the building and they beat you there. How in the hell do your customers beat you to your own business? Oh my goodness, come on now. You're not serious about this thing. You playing with it. This is a big one for me. That time thing is so big for me. I don't know about for you, but it's big for me. Everybody been in a position where you was hungry. Or you wanted something real bad or whatever the case may be. You was waiting on the business to open. You're like, yes, I'm going to get there. They're supposed to be open at 10. I'm going to get there at 10. Matter of fact, I'm going to get there at 9:55. And then you get there and they not open. It's dark. You're like, what the hell? Is it a holiday? Did they close? Are they no longer in business? What happened? And then you see the business owner come strolling in like nothing's wrong. And then they get there 30 minutes, an hour later. And you're like, man, I really had a desire to eat your food or to do business with you. But man, you couldn't even open on time. Now, isn't this interesting that our personal issues can bleed over into our business that we operate? That's why I keep telling people that business personal development is one of the biggest things you can do, because you deal with the person who may be the CEO, who may be the founder, who may be the president. You deal with the person, and you change the person, then the habits will filter into the baby that they created. I went to a restaurant yesterday, and I ordered something simple. Something simple. And you know it's bad when you order something simple and then you look, you kind of just whatever, waiting, you cool, whatever, but then like when you notice that it's like taking a long time, that's when you got a problem. Like, wait a second, it's been about 15 minutes. I ain't got my sandwich yet. Well, what's going on? And so I'm sitting there trying my best. I'm like, man, I'm trying my best to just, I'm calling people. I'm just trying to waste time. Look at that. I got to waste time. Look at that. I have to sit there and waste time so that I can eat my sandwich at a place that took too long. Do you think I'm going back there to get a sandwich? If I got to wait 30 minutes to get a sandwich, you think I'm going back to get a sandwich when there's 5 restaurants right around the corner from this business and I got to wait 30 minutes to get a simple sandwich? Come on, man. And no apology, nonchalant, just acting like this is how we do. This is how you operate? Okay, well, I guess y'all ain't gonna be operating with my little dollars. My little dollars gonna scroll on. See, my little dollars gonna scroll on down to your competition. Then you're gonna be like, oh, well, why you don't support? Why you not eating here no more? Well, damn, shit, you didn't realize last time I came, it took you 30 minutes to make a sandwich. That you didn't have no issue with that, but now you got an issue with me not spending no money with you no more. Well, that's part of customer service, isn't it? So what are some people that you realize at this point in time as you're leveling up, as you realize as you are maturing, as you realize that you're growing up and getting wiser and getting better, as you realize I'm serious, or you say to yourself, I'm serious about this get rich journey, you got to change your circle. Who's some people that you must avoid moving forward? Now, here's the interesting thing, guys, that these people are going to continue to pop up to see if you'll really say no. Really say you're not welcome in my space. Really say, you know what? I am going somewhere and I don't really feel like you're, going there with me. So we just can't hang out like that. See, these are tough conversations sometimes to have with people. And sometimes you don't have to have them. You just keep moving and they fall off. Everybody putting also fall off. But I think it's important for you and I to recognize the people who we should and also the people who we shouldn't have in our life, have in our circle, have in our, hang out with, be around. Because some of these people are good for you. Some of these people are help you to grow and develop and to be where you want to be. But others are like poison. Others don't belong in the garden. Others are not welcome. Others come to kill, steal, and destroy. Do you have the discernment, number one, to recognize who's coming to your life, what type of people are in your life who are there to kill, steal, and destroy? I want you to understand it's not just the devil. I want you to understand there are types of people who you must recognize and you must exterminate. They're like little roaches. You got to get them out the house. You understand what I'm saying? It's time to clean house. Everybody put console clean house. Now, listen, why am I saying this at this point in time? Why is God using me to spread this message on a day of today, the 15th of October, 2.5 months left in the decade, and you still got roaches in your house? It's time to clean house. I want you to take some time to recognize or to notice or to write down or to at least give it some thought. What type? Now, I'm not talking about who in particular. You figure out the who. What type of people are good for the progression for my progression? And what type of people lead to the recession? And if you want to move forward, if you want to ride the wave, if you want to, have much progress and good success, you got to weed out, separate the good and the bad. And I've shared just a few that I've recognized. I'm like, man, I can't do it no more. Now it's hard. It ain't easy always. Because, you know, you might have a little soul tie. You might be really connected. You might really want to help this person. You might feel like I'm a good mentor, mentee, or whatever the case may be. But listen, you got to draw a line. You got to draw a line in the sand. You got to say to yourself, is this an asset or liability? Is this a pro or a con? Is this good for me or bad for me? It's no in between. That's one of the problems. There's no gray here. Now you can create gray if you want. That's what people do. They want to but. And you, as soon as you say that, you know you messed up. As soon as you say but, you know messed up right there. There's no gray area here. Either they're good for you or they're not good for you. Either they're an asset or they're a liability. Either they are pro or con. Now you can make it difficult if you like to make it, but you know, if on your get rich journey, if this is a person who should be along for the ride, will you take the time to figure that out today? Well, I think I shared a few, right? Number one, I said spendthrifts. Number two, I think I said, procrastinators. Number three, I think I said, cynics. People who waste time and waste money. Waste time and bad time, man. I don't hang around these type of people. She said, oh Lord, that's a good one. Hey, let me almost say, man, avoid the know-it-all. They know everything, but they're doing absolutely nothing. All talk, no action. Talk the talk, but won't walk the walk. They know it all. They feel they're constipated with information. They are knowledge whores. But their action, right? The idle chatter leads only to poverty. Talk is cheap, very cheap, inexpensive. Anybody can talk. Only a few will walk. Only a few will do. Man, oh man. Watch out now. Watch out now. So, guys, we've been talking about your people to avoid on your get-rich journey. Hopefully, you take some time again in the comments below, whether you're watching this now, watching this as a replay, or watching us live, or watching a replay. You'll take some time to write down types of people that you know you must avoid. We're getting to the last 2.5 months of the decade. And I want to make sure that you don't walk into your new decade, a new time, 2020, with roaches, leeches in your house. It's time to clean house. All right, my beautiful people, I got to run, man. It's time to get up, get out, and go get something today. Hopefully you are too, man. It's a terrific Tuesday, and I look forward to hearing about all your good success here today. I want you to remember this, beautiful people, that it takes a village. It starts with us. Let's build as we climb together. We all we got, people. Matter of fact, we all we need. And thank God, that's more than enough. Till next episode, you know what time it is. Mr. DJ, hit the music.
The new Black Wall Street. Thanks you for joining the show. We gave a lot of great tips, but it's time to go. Take the knowledge we shared, hope you use it and grow. We will see you all there at the next episode of The New Black Wall Street. The New Black Wall Street.